everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki. I have Pluto with me here today. Hi buddy. He wants to be on film, but anyway, I usually am filming at my desk. However, I moved that downstairs because I'm going to be getting a new desk up here, so I'm on the floor right now. But today's video is just a quick video, so I just wanted to go over a couple things. Okay, so Tuesdays are usually when I post my short videos, so I just wanted to get this up today. Tomorrow is the first day of September, and so I am doing a full reset. I'm getting back on track with a checklist, and so I'm going to go through that today. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and let's go ahead and get started talking about this. So I had done this and I mentioned it recently in one of my WW reset video, which I can link below. It goes more into detail about how to do like a reset if you're struggling to get back on track or stay consistent. I've kind of been feeling that way a little bit, just like not so structured like I like to be. So I'm gonna kind of do this to get back on track. But anyway, I had done this before last November actually. So it's been almost a year since I did this like month thing. But what I did was I made a checklist and I'll show it on the screen. This was something that I did certain things every single day. Certain things were like 3 times a week, and then certain things were just like a project for the month. And so I pretty much stuck with that for the whole month, and it really just got me on track. It was kind of a lot. I did way too many things, I think, on the list, and it was just kind of overwhelming. So today, for this month, I've broken it down into 5 tasks every single day that I just need to get done, and that will be for 30 days for the month of September, and then I get my reward. So this is how I reward myself for staying consistent. Like I said, I don't always have a checklist like this, but it's these types of things. It's like tracking daily, that kind of stuff, staying consistent, and that's how I reward myself. I've mentioned before, I don't reward myself for hitting certain weight loss goals. I've actually been at the same weight for months now, but I've toned up a ton from lifting weights, and that is what has kept my weight pretty much the same. And so that's why it helps me to reward for consistency and not specifically my weight and my weight loss, because that's not really in my control, and I don't know, I just have more success when I focus on being consistent. So what I did was I went ahead and typed this up, and I just used Canva, but you could do anything. The last one I did, I actually just hand wrote, but I wanted to make it a little cuter this time. So these are my goals, and I'll post them on the screen so you can read them easier, but I just put it on a nice piece of cardstock. I just printed it out. So these are my September goals. I'm gonna go ahead and just post this somewhere that I see it every day. And what helps me personally is actually to have it numbered 1 through 30 so that I can actually physically cross out each thing every single day that I do. So I'm just gonna get into it. And the 5 things that I chose, I wanted to find one thing in each like category that I wanted to work on. So for example, I have a physical thing, a mental thing, water, that's a section its own, something with my business, and then something with my nutrition. So that's what I kind of wanted to base it around this time so that it wasn't too overwhelming. I picked things that weren't like crazy, expecting a lot from me or taking up too much of my day, but they're possible, they're realistic, and they will really help me stay on track. So like I said, nothing crazy. But first one is to stretch for 30 minutes a day. And this is something that's probably gonna be the hardest thing on the list for me, because it's something that I always want to work on. I've always talked about improving my flexibility. I know it'll help so much for skating and lifting weights and everything. My knees are like really like crackly lately, and just like crunchy is the word I use to describe them, like when I go upstairs or bend them and stuff. And so I don't know, I just really want to work on my flexibility and stretching. So whether that's just like a YouTube video, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna figure that out after I finish this video. But I'm going to set a timer, I'm gonna put on some music, and I'm just gonna relax up here and do some stretching, because I do enjoy it, but I just never find the time to do it. So that is something I'll be making myself do every single day. The next thing I have is to journal every morning, and this is something that I really enjoy doing. I'm not the best at staying consistent with it, but a lot of times it's because of my work week, and like beginning of the week isn't too crazy, and then I just like pack my work in for the last like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like that's usually what's busy with my cookie business and stuff. And so usually those are the days I slack on journaling and pretty much everything on this list. This month I did scale back on orders a little bit for my business, just so that I could really get everything in line. I could focus a little bit more on YouTube. And honestly, I haven't had a break from cookies in years like this, like just to kind of give myself some time. It has been a packed week of cookies every single week for years. And so we decided that September would be a nice month to just kind of take a little bit of a break from that. So I'm really excited about that, but it'll actually help me to stay consistent with journaling every day, because that really, I've talked about it before, and I actually am gonna make a video talking more about how I do my journaling, but having a gratitude list every morning is just the best way for me to start my day. And honestly, just journaling in general, it gets me on such a positive note, it gets me thinking about things, it gets me on track with my goals, it gets me just so focused on what I need to do that day to get to the goals that I'm journaling about. So I'm gonna make sure that that's a priority, and I have that for every day. So everything I did for every single day. But the next thing is to drink 100 ounces of water every day. That is gonna also be pretty difficult. I don't really have a hard time like tracking it, knowing I hit 100 ounces, but it's just remembering to drink that much because it's hard. But one thing I've actually been doing really consistently is drinking water before every meal. So that adds up pretty quickly. Or like a snack, I drink a water before. So that will count towards that. But yeah, I just really want to focus. This humidity and heat has been rough on us. And I know people have it so much worse. I'm not even saying that, but like it's been a struggle for us. And so I have not been hydrated enough. And I just really want to make that a focus. Then the next thing I have, something business related. So that is to make one Instagram post a day on my cookie page, because I've gotten really behind on that. Just organizing pictures of orders, that's pretty much how I show all my different themes, all the past orders I've done when customers are asking me for what's available. So I need to get my pictures organized, and I need to get that in line because it has gotten so out of control. So once I start posting one every day on Instagram, it really helps me to get them organized so that I can get them onto my website, because I haven't updated my pictures on my website in a long time. And that is just something that, since I'm taking fewer orders, I want to focus on more of like the paperwork side of the business and like that kind of stuff, just my website and everything. So that will really help me stay on track with that. And it's just one post a day. And then the last thing I have, and this one won't be hard for me, but it's just something I want to do consistently because I don't right now. I track something at least every single day, but I don't always track every meal because like sometimes I know I have my fiber one and coffee every morning or something. I just forget to track it, or I'm just lazy and I don't know. So that is the last goal for the month, is to track every single meal. And again, that'll just help me stay on track with my nutrition. It'll make sure that I'm eating enough in a day or not eating too much. And that always just really helps me with portion sizes as well. Tracking helps me probably the most stay on track with my portions, with like cheese and stuff like that, because then I actually enter like the grams and I just make sure that I do it correctly. So that's something that I really want to focus on. And those are my 5 goals for the month. So really, I don't think this is anything too overwhelming for me. I think that I know I can definitely do this and stick with it, and it's gonna take work, but I think that this will just really help be a good reset. It's not expecting too much, but it's also enough to really get me productive. And so I'm excited. I think this will really help, and this thing's cute, so that always helps to have this. Something about crossing it out each day is just also very satisfying, but when I make it to day 30, I'm also going to reward myself, because I always talk about that. You need to reward yourself for staying consistent. So I just decided that my reward, and I've actually had questions about this because I'm the same way, but if there's something I want, usually I just buy it, or something I need. Like I was even thinking, are there any like kitchen utensils or like clothing or something? But a lot of times I just end up buying it for myself. So it has helped me to make my consistency rewards almost something that's like I wouldn't just do, I wouldn't just get. So like tattoos or dyeing my hair were kind of like bigger things. But also one thing that I have been so on the fence about, and I want it, but I just haven't wanted to invest in it, and I know it'll help me a ton with YouTube and everything, is Final Cut Pro, which is just a program to help me with editing. It'll speed up editing a ton, but it's also kind of overwhelming. I'm kind of nervous to even like dip my toes into it. But that is going to be my reward. So if I stick to all 30 days, which I'm gonna do it, then I get Final Cut Pro, and that will be so exciting. So I'm really excited about that, because then I'll have October to work on Final Cut Pro and get used to that. And yeah, so I hope you guys found this video helpful. If any of you guys are doing like a September reset, comment below. Let me know about what your plan is, what your goals are. But like I said, I think it really helps to just pick a few goals. 5 is even kind of a lot, even like 3, to do 3 things daily or something to help you stay on track. It's a start. You could start with 1 even. Start with 1 thing. Start with tracking every single day. That's your goal. And then find a reward for yourself when you track for 30 days in a row. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you all have a great September. And I'm excited to get after my goals, and I hope you are too. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.